Hello, this is Dr. Jeff, and so glad to hear from Roshi, who is CEO and President of virstack AI out here in Irvine.
In-house built a product within virstack AI agent. So basically, it's like we designed them to be as your perfect assistant. It does inbound, outbound calling. It's like your intelligent communication assistant.
And so glad that she came out with her executive team to Irvine Unified School District's CTE, Career Technical Education PLC, that's professional learning time, and working with our educators. Really appreciated the advice, and she actually created a LinkedIn with some ideas on the biggest shift. And so I think this is definitely worth taking a look at. First of all, I know there's a lot of people that are nervous out there about AI. And something that Roshi said at that conference was to not stop the storm, but steer through the storm. So, and then another piece of advice I'm seeing here is AI won't replace you, but the person who knows how to use AI well might replace you. So you got two different people. One's like, I'm not going to use AI. Another person like knows how to use that tool well, and as a result, more efficient. That person could very well replace you. Not AI necessarily, but the person who knows how to use AI as a thought partner, who knows how to use AI as a tool. And so what I really appreciated about Roshi was being able to not just talk code, but really share a little bit about valuable new hires, that they aren't just great programmers, and then she gives some ideas on what she's looking for when she's hiring over at virstack. First of all, they're digital orchestrators. So I think about an orchestra conductor. I've seen so many of our IUSD conductors. They're just amazing how there's like so many different instruments, so many different people, and yet they're able to navigate and create something harmonious together. And someone who knows how to use AI tools and APIs, and then they're thinking about a company and then creating solutions for them, solving problems. That's really powerful. A person who knows how to do something like that and to use AI as a tool for good to help that business. Next, she put adaptive problem solvers. With foundations in logic and data structures, they can learn any new framework or language that emerges. So, I don't think CEOs and presidents of companies, they're looking for somebody who's going to always go to the CEO and ask questions about everything. They're wanting individuals who know how to be problem solvers, who know how to take the initiative, who know how to be creative, who maybe are helping to bring some of the solutions to the team. And that's the reason why they were selected. So what does that look like when a person is problem solving?
The ability to not just build something for the sake of building it, but trying to solve some problem, whether that's, hey, let's make a chatbot that helps us learn XYZ topics to prepare for this test. Or that could be, some real world examples of, we see a problem, how can we use technology to solve that problem? Let's build some simple tool that helps us do that. That shows a holistic look at how to apply technology. It shows the going out and actually doing it, and then maybe it led to some impact. And I think that story, even if it's not 10 projects, right? Portfolio doesn't need to be a portfolio of several projects. I think one project with a good story like that, I think that's really powerful.
And lastly, topic there was human-centered designers. And so once again, I reminded something I heard a long time back about the use of AI. We begin with heart, this desire to have compassion for others. And then you go to the AI as a tool to help. Why? To go back to the heart and help others. So using a tool, AI as a tool for good. And this is beneficial in many different ways. This is helping to future-proof the next generation of tech talent, and maybe talent beyond just the tech talent too. AI isn't just in technology. We go to any major field, and I think we're going to see an emergence of AI. And rather than being fearful of it, I think using AI as a thought partner to collaborate, to help, to have compassion on others, to help in a service industry, that could be very powerful. Then the big question then becomes, how do we integrate some of these things and ideas back into the classroom? And sometimes it's not even using AI that's going to help with the skill of integrating with AI. One of the coworkers over at Virstack shared about a story when he was in 6th grade.
Summer school, 6th grade, building a popsicle stick model of my school. I think back on that, once in a while, and it, taught us about architecture, it taught us about engineering, it taught us about building, it taught us about collaboration, and we were hands-on. At that time, we weren't thinking any of those things, of course, but that's an example that really resonates with me. I think middle school robotics is huge for fostering creativity.
And he looked back at that as something that helped him to become who he is today. So planting that seed and the skills doesn't have to happen like after college. I hope it can happen at a very young age. And as educators, we should think about how we can really intentionally provide those different spaces to develop those kinds of skills that will help future-proof them so they could really find out what they're good at so that they can do good with it. And once again, a big thank you to Roshi for this LinkedIn post and also for her collaboration and support of educators on this important day.